All right, got Tia Rumming, coach, and Grant. After a very tough game, Nova Southeastern, coach said in the preview that you have to give them a run for their money, and I think you did. Take us through that second half and just what made it so tough to close that gap.
Well, to start the second half, Puises hit those 3 threes in a row, and we just had some execution errors. We got caught too flat with the ball at the top, and the balls, and also the shooter's side. And that hurt us right away. I mean, that's literally the last 3 that they made of the game, those last 3. So from that point on, I thought we were much better perimeter defense. First half, they killed us on the glass. They had 12 offensive rebounds. We just struggled, and that was a huge deal. And we didn't move the ball. Early on, we got them in transition. I thought we did a great job breaking their press. Guys moved the ball. We got dunks, layups, wide open shots, and really attacked them and got them backing off, for sure. And then in the which is where you want them to be if you're playing against them. That's where they're special, really, is that putting that pressure on you. And but we didn't execute offensively, and we started holding the ball and took some questionable shots and had some half-court turnovers and just really stagnant. So we didn't capitalize on the fact that they were no longer putting that pressure on us, and we went from getting layups in the press to all of a sudden just kind of 1-pass, 2-pass shots in their half-court offense and played into their hands. Second half, I said, as Puises hit those early threes, but then after that, we did a better job getting stops, and then we started moving the ball. And I thought that we got some movement, found some easy stuff at the rim, got some wide open shots. Grant got a couple in transition, and got some of the half court. Wade hit a really tough one, and I thought both these guys played exceptionally well. And I just thought that probably the last 10 minutes of the game that we really had our best combination of competing and executing. And I thought that. We had our shots for sure. We left some free throws on the board in that second half too as well. I don't know how many we missed there, but to put a little bit more pressure on them. Because in that situation, they're an excellent team. In that situation, close is not enough. You got to get close enough where the pressure is on them, where you're getting to a 1-2 possession game where they feel like, oh shoot, I got to score. I got to do that. And especially being it's their first game since they're number 1. And I thought they had good energy. You weren't going to catch them sleeping on the first game for sure. But I'm proud of the way we competed. You just have to execute, be better than that.
Santia, you had a lot of action underneath, a lot of opportunities for rebounds. Mm-hmm. Was that one of your toughest games playing underneath against a pretty big team in Nova?
Honestly, I really don't think so. Just from the energy of my teammates and the uplifting attitude that they had, it really pushed me to really crash hard when I needed to. So I really don't think this was the hardest game against the size that was down there. But so that's basically it.
Grant, a lot of big shots in that second half to try and close that gap. Take us through the offense and what was working well for you guys.
Well, the bigs were setting great screens for me and way to get open. I just saw in the second half. Without them, I'm not open on half those shots. CO was making some great passes. Malik was making great passes, along with Santia and Luke and Jared just being huge on the boards in the second half, especially Santia. Because without defensive stops, we're not getting any good offensive looks. So playing hard and playing through, we were down 20 at a point. And coach said before the game, if we're down 20 or up 20, you're not over until it's 0-0-0. So, I try to keep my teammates in as much as possible, and they were doing the same to me. Having me up, keep telling me to shoot, and the crowd was even better. I mean, they every big shot they were in it, whether we were down 20 or we cut it to 8 or 9, whatever it was. They stayed intact just like we did. And if we play like that the second half, we're gonna be a very scary team down the stretch because we're playing together, we're connected right now. There's a lot of good talk, even post loss. So just gotta keep that momentum going.
What was the energy like amongst the team going in, playing the number 1?
Yeah, we had a lot of energy. Like Coach said, they're a great team. I agree, they're a great team. But they were beatable. They are beatable still. Hopefully see them down the road, and the energy going in was the same as every game. They're just as much as we are. They're college basketball players. We're here. We're gonna we got to protect the house. And unfortunately, we didn't do that tonight. But we still have 5 more games that we can correct ourselves and walk out of here with a winning record, and then go right into the conference tournament looking to do some damage. So,
Coach, what do you take away from how the guys played today?
Well, I think that front line, Sunahara and Silla, those are to me, unanimous first team all conference guys, and Nick Smith, veteran leader, point guard, does a lot of good things. Hit a couple big, closer shots for them down the stretch, and they had some other guys that do things. They said, but everything's going to go through them in this league, for sure. They're down the stretch, obviously they're number one in the country, but why the score isn't really indicative of how close it was at times, and I thought especially in a game where we made a handful of mistakes in a row and still survived them and didn't become 20, became 30. I mean, this is a team that just walked away beating Florida Tech by 60. So I feel like now the challenge is, and the question is, can we play with that energy all the time? We had turn around Saturday, go to Rollins, and we have to be ready to compete. They stole one from us here. We have to be able to get after it, and we have to keep getting better execution. We're still not where we need to be. That part still hurts us at times, but we can get there. And again, I'm pleased. These guys have played really well. We've gotten some good performance. I thought Jared competed real well tonight, and we just got to keep getting a little bit better here and stay focused and stay hungry.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.